wish everyone another grand rising of the sun, or grand afternoon, or grand evening. I decided to do something a little different today, and it got me thinking I want to share this. Typically, when we do episodes here, we have guests, myself and George, and today felt a little bit different. I kind of had this feeling for a little while, so I want to talk through some things. It'll be shorter than our usual podcast. I just want to get right to it. Each of you, where you are, whatever this moment is, when I say that it is perfect, it is. I do mean that. I don't mean that it is always wonderful or there aren't things that are happening that need to be worked through. More what I'm trying to explain, even to myself, is that the energy of the moment is meant for some reason. Nothing is really random. And if you could tend to look to these thoughts that come through you, they aren't your thoughts, they're just thoughts. Think of it where you went to a busy street and you're watching cars going up down the road. And imagine that those are thoughts. And those thoughts come into your view and then they leave. And imagine if those thoughts carry things like joy, sorrow, fear. Fear is a big one. A lot of us, or at least I can speak for myself, we do a lot of things from a fear or a scarcity standpoint. I need more of this, and so that I have this. Whether that's something to do with income for yourself, providing for yourself or for your family, more feeling of support or being liked, being valued. More and more, I have come to realize that having a disinterest with fear, if you will, which means an unattachment to it, allowing that thought to flow into you and then flow out, whatever it takes, is really, really important. And the words that I'm saying may not always resonate with you, and that's okay. I'm here really trying to explain things as best I understand them right here and now, but we are not our thoughts. We are the consciousness that's aware of it. So even what's within me, or what I look like, or what you look like, or what you're feeling at a certain moment, not only do they not define us, but they're not us. We're the awareness within, watching those thoughts. And just like with a car passing by, or a stream with water flowing in it, or the wind blowing, all those things come and they go. And our awareness, our perspective, if you will, is what holds us right here in this place, in that awareness. It's very freeing when you get to an understanding for yourself. And I'll stop there. Each of us has the inner strength for anything that we will ever go through. There is nothing that any of us need to do, have to do, should do. There just is. And so for those of us, including me, that at times think, gosh, I want to do more. I want to help people more. I want to be able to support people more. I want to be able to support myself more. All those things are happening if your intention is to do that, but possibly on a slower scale, or not as large a scale, or whatever timeline you think. The time, and I can say this for me too, the time really doesn't really factor into the equation. And I know that's hard to grasp. Well, I need it now, or I want to do it now, or I have this thing that needs to happen. They will happen in a time that they're meant to. And the part that I'd like to explain a little bit more is a feeling of gratitude. And that gratitude can be for, the sun rising on another day, which is why I call it grand rising. The gratitude could be for what you have in your life now. The gratitude can also be for what you want in your life, but isn't really here and realized yet. And let's talk about that a little bit. And so imagine that you have, well, let me take a step back. You have goals. We all have goals to a certain extent, right? Those goals might be, I just want everything to be okay. I'm good. I just want to be able to, pay my bills, have some love in my life, make sure everyone, is okay around me. That's what it means. Others have goals that are very lofty. Maybe it's from a business standpoint or from an accumulation of abundance or wealth standpoint. There's many things. When you have those goals in mind, for me, if you frame how you're going to feel well after that goal is completed, picture in your mind's eye or in your heart. For me, it's my heart. Others, it's their mind's eye. So if you close your eyes for a moment and teleport or time travel, whatever thing helps you, transport yourself to after that goal is completed. And I mean completed several months afterwards, maybe even several years. Not right at the moment of the high. I've just achieved this goal. I'm at the moment of the high. I want to celebrate that. That's great. I understand it. But move yourself to well past that. Past that peak, past anything months or years ahead of that. So if you close your eyes with me, if you're thinking about that goal, you're visualizing how it feels. Now it's in the past, of course, if you're months or years past that goal. So it's already stabilized. You're past the peak. You're just thinking of that gratitude. If you just hold that for a moment and breathe a few times, think of how that gratitude feels. Think of the time now, especially for those of us who like reflecting back on, certainly good memories. Well, achieving this goal would be a good memory, I would imagine. But think about that gratitude. All right, now embrace that gratitude. And imagine just transporting it back here to this moment with you. Now, with practice, you can feel that gratitude almost the same or more so right here in this moment as in that quote unquote future state where that goal already occurred. And it could be visualization of like you see you doing the things once you achieve that goal or anything else. And that's good, whatever works for you, if you like. For me, I tend to think of the gratitude as everything has been achieved. All that I wanted within that goal is there. And really, it's even well past the celebration. You just have this almost unimaginable gratitude for the abundance that goal achieved. And as you practice that more and place yourself in that and then pull that back to center right here in this moment, that brings forth a lot of the things that each of us, including myself, sometimes struggle with. I need to have this at this time and I need to do this. And there's plenty of people that have, accumulated a lot of goals by pushing themselves and working harder or working longer hours or that type of thing. And that's certainly a path. For me, and what I'd suggest for all of you to consider is that gratitude will bring forth exponentially more of the goals in your life by holding that gratitude. You're operating from a place of abundance as opposed to scarcity. And we talked a little bit about fear previously. Fear can hold you back from that gratitude. Certainly, I thought once I started practicing gratitude like this, well, then I won't have any drive, I thought. If I already am imagining in my heart and in my mind's eye that I'm completed this goal, and there's nothing more to be done, well, then won't I not really want to do it here? Won't I be lazy? Won't I not be? And the answer has come back. It's come back at a resounding no. If anything, my drive is higher. It's that gratitude. It's that unbridled energy within each of us, if we allow it to be. Brings me to another topic: energy blocks. So think of that energy. Think of that gratitude that you're pulling forth from the future here to now. If you feel it being blocked, and over time, each of us can kind of come to understand that could be a block of fear, could be a block of the unknown, could be a block of change. Change is really hard. And all of those areas will hold back or not allow us to come into the full potential of each of us and the energy we have within us. And I don't mean the energy of food, or the energy of coffee, or some other outside thing. I'm talking about the energy within you and I and everyone, the divine spark, if you will. And gratitude, pulling that back to center, right back to here, and allowing all those other things, all those fears, worries, and other things to flow through. Worrying and having fear is not really going to get you anywhere. I know they were really good survival modes hundreds, thousands of years ago. And even some of you even now might say, well, I need those things to protect myself and to survive. I do understand that to a certain extent. But when you're thinking of gratitude and what you want to see in your life, there's nowhere that you need to go. In fact, that goal in the future isn't necessary for you to feel what you have right now. The world is an external mirror showing us what we're providing outward. And so you don't throw out the mirror because you don't like the reflection. You decide for yourself to change that reflection within here. All that you ever need is here. We are not our thoughts. We're not our fears. We're not our worries. We're none of those things. We are the awareness. And as you continue to embrace that, and the gratitude for goals that feel like they're not yet achieved, really they are. You are simply remembering and pulling them into the present moment. I appreciate you making a little time for me today. I'm very grateful for you all. Thank you. Reach out anytime. I'm across all platforms, X as well. I'm going to be doing more of these. This was a good change for me. I don't typically like talking one-on-one where I'm just talking to a camera and I can't see someone on the other side. So this is a good fear for me to let go of. Speaking of, hadn't really realized that till now. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Have a good day.